Yeah, I feel good about it. It's a really extraordinary collection of bright, innovative people who want to do good things in their life and for the planet. So it's a shame that that's only so few of the events like this, but I hope it's the beginning of a trend and that there'll be more gatherings like this. Well, you have two types of conferences. I think we have the really top-down conferences where some program committee decides who's going to speak and who's going to listen, and then you have unconferences where it's bottom-up, but also actually everybody has to compete with everybody else in some way, to get space to speak. And I think here it's a nice combination of both principles. So there's some selection, but there's like really a lot of space for participation. And everybody who really wants to speak has an opportunity to do so. So I think it's a good mixed formula. So the first theme was what I call the third revolution in human productivity, so that we now have a social system that allows people to self-aggregate, self-contribute to projects they believe in, like Wikipedia or Linux or open hardware. The second notion I call the peak hierarchy, which is the notion that today distributed networks where you have global coordination of small group efforts can out-cooperate, out-compete large centralized command and control hierarchies like companies or states. So this really changes history in my point of view. Well, okay, my feeling is, and I think this is the feeling of many young people today, is that in their social life they are increasingly able to do really great things, right? But then as soon as they start working, they have to sell Coca-Cola. Because that's the only job they find, and so they can only cooperate, but they don't believe in the mission, in the value of what they're doing. So how can we get a world where these new practices, which are really normal for us in our private life, we collaborate with friends and associates around some really interesting thing, how can we move that to center stage? And this should be the economy and the politics of the new age, the problem with the normal conference is that usually, maybe 1 in 10 people are saying interesting stuff, right? And the real value is from the connections you get in between. Well, this happens to be a conference where everything is in between. So it's very rich. Every conversation you have is actually interesting. So long live the next 1.5 days just to have conversations.